From cameos from past villains to Easter eggs from the prior movies, this is everything you missed when you were watching Insidious. The opening credit drawings. The opening credits saw Insidious drawings from the first movie. Fans of the franchise would immediately recognize the creepy drawings drawn by Dalton. The drawings feature some of the most important characters that appear during the franchise, including Eloise and the famous jump scare from the first movie that would immediately become the most memorable scene from the movie. The film's most reoccurring villain, the red-faced demon popping right behind Josh. This scene is perfect as the opening scene of the Red Door, as the demon's existence is directly linked with the mysterious red door that appears throughout the franchise. Man getting closer to Josh sitting in the car. In this scene, Josh is texting his son Dalton about driving him to art college. We see a subtle image of a man slowly walking towards the car. The image is not clear enough, but we do see that man is wearing orange clothes. Later in the movie, as Josh is refreshing his memories by playing a game of Match the Cards, we see the same man standing behind the window. This man turns out to be Josh's father, Ben Burton, who was a mental patient and ended up killing himself by jumping off the roof of a mental hospital. Art teacher countdown. Dalton is taking his art class, and in this scene, his art teacher instructs them to sink further and further into their soul with the countdown of 10. Ironically, the dark haunted realm from the franchise is called the Further. The teacher counting down from 10 served a somewhat similar function as the metronome did during the previous movies. The lights in the classroom were also dim. In a way, his art class provided the perfect setting for Dalton to easily slip away into the Further without being aware of it. Bride in Black jump scare. One of the villains from Insidious Chapter 2 makes a cameo in this film as well. When Dalton is revisiting his memories from childhood, he sees his dad chasing after them with a hammer in their basement. He shouts as his dad tells him to stop. What the current Dalton doesn't know is that his dad was possessed during that time. As he fights with his dad, we see the Bride in Black trying to choke Dalton. This scene is similar to when the Bride in Black was choking Renee back in Insidious Chapter 2. Josh's possession. In the context of a speculative storyline, Josh's involuntary possession by the Bride in Black becomes a central plot point in Insidious Chapter 2. As the story unfolds, this possession transforms Josh into an unwitting antagonist, driving him to pursue his own terrified family in a rampage orchestrated by the malevolent spirit. The narrative climaxes with a chilling sequence where Josh, under the influence of the Bride in Black, chases Renee and their children into the depths of their own home, specifically the basement. The concept of the Red Door is revisited in this scenario, as it serves as a crucial element in the storyline. Within the confines of their house, Josh's possession leads him to relentlessly pursue his family through the corridors, symbolizing his spiraling descent into darkness. The significance of revisiting Josh's possession and subsequent rescue in Insidious Chapter 2 is further emphasized in the movie's third act, titled The Red Door. As the storyline unfolds, Josh finds himself once again drawn into the enigmatic realm of the Further. This return serves as a testament to the family's enduring strength and their collective journey through harrowing supernatural experiences. Bloody hand on the bedsheet. As Dalton is trying to remember his past, he brings out the painting of the Red Door that he drew in his art class and sticks it to his bedroom wall. The lights suddenly go out and we see a print of a bloody hand at the side of his bedsheet. This scene is similar to when Dalton was a child and Renee discovered the same handprint on the side of his bed. Tiny Tim's tiptoe through the tulips. Horror movies are experts at turning seemingly innocent things into sinister ones. One of the most famous examples of this is Tiny Tim's song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips. The song brings out such creepy chills that viewers can't help but be uncomfortable listening to it. One of the most prominent songs in the franchise, this song appears again in this movie as well, and is played longer than usual, signifying that the red-faced demon has captured Dalton and has tied him to chains. Red Demon's workshop. In the initial installment of Insidious, following the abduction of a young Dalton into the Further, Josh embarks on a quest to locate and rescue his son. During his search, he discovers Dalton confined and restrained near a workshop that belongs to the menacing red-faced demon. This workshop becomes a significant setting, showcasing the sinister nature of the spirit's domain. Dalton once again ventures into the ethereal realm. During this revisit, he encounters the workshop of the lipstick demon once more, although it is presented with less prominence than in the original Insidious. Nonetheless, the red door serves as a poignant reminder of how even seemingly ordinary locations can be transformed into nightmarish and dread-inducing aspects within the nightmarish landscape of the Further. Josh holds the door. As Dalton and Josh are escaping from the Further, Josh stays back and guards the red door, so his son Dalton can escape without the demon chasing after them. He says the line, "This ends with me." It is the same line Josh's father said when he was battling mental illness.
This ends with me.
Elise's appearance. The red door concludes with Josh departing and running into a well-known face and voice after saving Dalton from the Further and the two having reconciled. The Insidious franchise's demonologist protagonist, Elise Rayner, is seen when the camera pans around after Josh says that he feels like he knows the woman he is speaking to. "You may have seen me around," Elaine responds to Josh, alluding to her past assistance in helping the Lambert family in battling demons before and after Elaine's passing in Insidious Chapter 2. She then says, "Keep a steady stride, Josh." This is one of the lines she says while describing to the viewers how to walk when you enter the Further, back when Dalton is searching about astral projection and stumbles across her video.
The Further is a dark realm filled with tortured souls of the dead. These are the souls that you awaken with your presence. Life is what they crave more than anything. Keep a steady stride.
This scene slightly suggests that Josh might have to go back into the Further again sometime in the future.